'Tis a dark day for us anime fans as Netflix and MAPPA have entered a new strategic partnership for global anime development and distribution. Now, Netflix, they've been getting into the anime game lately. Like, we all know that Netflix has really been getting into the anime game. I think the best anime Netflix has on their platform are the ones that they don't touch and they don't have anything to do with and they just put on the platform. Those are the best animes I think they have. The Netflix original anime, I mean, some are good. Like, Blue Box is good. I like Blue Box. That's a Netflix original, and that's pretty good. But, like, stuff like, Togen Anki, I believe that they just distribute it. And that's probably why it's still so good. But Netflix and anime, it's been coming more of a thing lately, and now they have a deal with MAPPA, Studio MAPPA, who have done many anime, which we'll get to. And now from the surface, you could see this and go, oh, MAPPA's gonna make, like, some anime for Netflix, and Netflix will distribute it. Okay, pretty cool. Well, the key word here is global anime development. So let's get into this. So Netflix and animated studio MAPPA have entered a new strategic partnership to co-produce and globally distribute anime projects, the company announced January 21st, which is today. This move deepens a relationship that began in 2020 and aims to take future collaborations beyond streaming, extending to story development. Right? That's the bad part. Story development and merchandising with an international focus. MAPPA, known for animes like Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Doro, Zombieland Saga, as well as the latter half of Attack on Titan, has earned a reputation for pushing creative and production boundaries. The studio notably self-funded Chainsaw Man, bypassing the traditional production committee system. MAPPA's rapid growth has also drawn scrutiny around working conditions, an issue the studio has publicly acknowledged. In a 2025 interview, MAPPA Vice President Hiroya Hasegawa said the company and the broader anime industry are rethinking work styles, mentorship, and work-life balance. Netflix, meanwhile, has already exclusively distributed several MAPPA productions, including, Kakiguri Twin, the 2024 reboot of Ranma Half, which we will talk about, and the 2025 adaptation of The Rose of the Versailles. So, under this new partnership, the companies plan to co-produce multiple anime titles already in progress. These will be distributed exclusively in all the countries by Netflix. So, MAPPA president Manabu Otsuka said this, or Manabu, I'm just saying the word. This strengthened partnership reflects our long-held vision of MAPPA as a self-reliant studio on both creative and business fronts. Japanese animation studios should lead with... Here's the part. Japanese animation studios should lead with global perspective from planning and development to international reach and related business ventures. That is fucking awful. And this should be a big red flag to any anime fan out there. They are coming for anime. They've been coming for anime for a long fucking time now, but now this is a direct fucking Netflix partnering with a big animation studio like MAPPA, and then the fucking president of MAPPA says you should really be planning your anime with the global audience in mind. This coming after we had the Sword Art Online director saying that focusing too much on global appeal could lead to failure, and that anime has the potential to replace Hollywood, and the Neon Genesis Evangelion director saying that the audiences are gonna be the ones who have to adapt to the Japanese anime because it's fucking Japanese. And then we have this fucking idiot coming out here and saying that they should be planning stuff with a global perspective in mind. So, let's see. The VP of content at Netflix, Kata Sakamoto, said MAPPA has continuously taken on bold, creative challenges, and we want to support that spirit. By combining MAPPA's distinctive production and Netflix's global reach, we hope to expand anime's possibilities. You don't have to do that. Anime has already expanded. Anime has already exploded and become a mainstream thing. For good and for bad, it's already happened. We're excited to deliver new stories, fresh expressions, and impactful experiences to audiences worldwide. Again, we've already had this. We already have this. Anime is already doing fine without Netflix sticking their grubby little hands in it. So this, of course, has led to many people, myself included, very, very afraid. Because we all know Netflix's reputation. right? We all know the joke of the race swap Netflix where a white character is black, right? So get ready for your animes to have more trans characters, more gay characters. All this shit's about to come to all your favorite anime, or what could have been a favorite anime of yours, but Netflix is now going to get their grubby little hands in it. This is why I don't want Netflix to own Warner Brothers, because think of all the IPs that is. Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, DC Comics, and all of the hundreds of characters that encompasses. Looney Tunes. Like, Netflix would own all that. And you know what they do with it. Like, if Netflix owns DC Comics, we're getting a black Batman. We're gonna get a black Batman. We're gonna get so much garbage thrown our fucking way. Not just with DC, but for Harry Potter, for fucking Lord of the Rings, right? You thought Rings of Power with Amazon was bad. Just fucking wait. Like, it's gonna get worse if Netflix owns Warner Brothers, and they're probably going to. And I'm gonna see more and more beloved IPs I love just get fucking destroyed. Never forget, Netflix turned Cleopatra black, by the way. Never forget that. So, now they're partnering with MAPPA for anime, and it is a bad sign, and the one thing I do not want is my anime getting infested with Western ideals. I have to deal with that shit on a daily basis because I live in the fucking West. I go to anime for stories outside the West because I know that they're not going to have the shitty Western beliefs that I hate. The East is completely different, right? I know that they are going to be focusing on different beliefs and tell me different stories from a different perspective, and that's what I want. I want to see from their eyes the story they're telling, because they will tell stories in a way that we in the West probably didn't even think about, right? Or they will write in a way that we in the West just don't write, right? Like, that's why I want to see it. And also because, like I said, it's away from all the garbage I have to deal with here in the West. I can go and look at Japanese anime and be like, or Japanese manga as well, and just be like, great, I can just read or watch a story. It's awesome. I'm currently watching an anime, Past the Monster Meat, where it's about a girl who she eats monster meat, and everyone thinks that's weird. And then she meets a guy, and he's like, "That's cool. If I kill the monsters, will you make me meet with the monsters?" And she's like, "Sure." And that's the anime. It's amazing. I'm liking it so far. But MAPPA, I wanted to go over this. The signs have kind of been there. So if we look over at MAPPA and all they've done, and they got a long list of stuff here, right? Like, you look at MAPPA, look at the lists, look at the list of anime they got here. You know, they got some big names, you know, on here. Like, they did season 2 of the Grand Blue Fantasy animation. Look at that, right? The God of High School. They did God of High School. Look at that. Jujutsu Kaisen, of course, which they are currently doing. They did season 4 of Attack on Titan, Zombieland Saga, right? Chainsaw Man, which, oh god, they might fucking ruin Chainsaw Man. Vinland Saga Season 2, Campfire in Another World, Hell's Paradise, right? But then we get to these right here, and this is what I want to talk about. Ranma Half Remake. If you have been paying attention, you probably have known that that's been fucking, like, destroyed by the Western ideals they put into it. Like, the localization is it's a vocalizer who did it. Just, like, the way it's done completely is against what the original was. And if you want a good example of that, I recommend you guys watch the 2 videos that, Shad did on Night's Watch. I will link those in the description. He did 2 very good videos on Night's Watch about Ranma Half. Really going into all of, like, the changes that were made and why this isn't as good as the original. He went into all that, so I recommend you guys go watch that. But yeah, this is a compromised fucking anime. If you want to watch Ranma Half, go watch the OG. And then we have this motherfucker, Lazarus. This motherfucker right here. I watched Lazarus. I did a review of Lazarus on this channel. This is a woke fucking show. The first episode is great. And there is bits in there where I'm like, that's really good. But they shove in so much identity politics shit They have a trans character in there. They, of course, have to mention, because one of the characters is black, they gotta mention, oh, you're being suppressed because of your race. They gotta do all that. Of course, the one hot female character, she's gay. You know, all this shit, right? They do all that in this show. It's fucking awful. So Lazarus had the potential, I said in my review, to be a really good show, but then it just gets bogged down and down and down with all this fucking identity politics BS. And now, Lazarus, to me, it's a 5. It's like a passable, barely passable show. It's really not, like, good. It really is. It has a great premise. There's great moments in it. I also feel the run count, like, this should have not been 13 episodes. This should have been like 20 or something, and you could have allowed for more episodic episodes in there to really delve into the characters. But it was really rushed. And like I said, a lot of identity politics bullshit in it. Really brought this show down. So MAPPA has 2 examples here of Western, like, things showing up in their shows that didn't work. And now they're gonna do more of it with Netflix, so get ready. MAPPA's about to start putting out fucking dog shit. MAPPA will I have a feeling, if this goes the way I think it will, MAPPA will become a studio that anime fans avoid. It will be, oh, MAPPA's making a new show. People go, I'm not gonna fucking watch it. You know what I mean? Like, people be like, MAPPA's that fuck that studio. You know what I mean? Like they just put bullshit. They may get a good show out every now and then, of course, but for the most part, I think MAPPA might go down the way where the diehard anime fans who believe in the core value of anime will, like, not give MAPPA the time of day, and they shouldn't, because fuck that and fuck Netflix. So I wanted to talk about this and why this is such a bad thing, and I hate this. Leave my Eastern media alone. I go to it because it's not like the West. Stop making it Western. Fuck off. You have your Western media. You've ruined it, but continue to ruin that. I'll go in the East, right? I've made a fucking decision where this year, a New Year's resolution, is I'm barely touching Western media this year. I don't want to touch it. I'm all in on anime, manga, playing Japanese, or Korean, or Chinese games if I want to. I'm all in that. The only Western thing I think I'm watching right now is I'm watching season 2 of Landman. And that's only because that show's great and it's based. I just got to the View episode where Billy Bob makes fun of the View. That's awesome. So yeah, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. And guys, I'll see you all next time.